The moon came into the forge in her bustle of flowering nard. The little boy stares at her, stares. The boy is staring hard. In the shaken air, the moon moves her arms and shows lubricous and pure her breasts of hard tin. Moon, 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 run, of the gypsies come. They will use your heart to make white necklaces and rings. Let me dance, my little one, when the gypsies come. They'll find you on the anvil with your lively eyes closed tight. Moon, 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 run. I can feel here horses come. Let me be, my little one. Don't step on me, all starched and white. Closer comes to the horseman, drumming on the plain. The boy is in the forge. His eyes are closed. Through the olive grove come the gypsies, dream and bronze, their heads held high, their hooded eyes. Oh, how the night owl calls, calling, calling from its tree. The moon is climbing through the sky with the child by the hand. They're crying in the forge, all the gypsies, shouting, crying. The air is viewing all, views all. The air is at the viewing. Okay. Next, I'm going to read the poem that I wrote, and I got inspiration from this poem. I don't know who did this exercise, but we got little pieces of a poem, and we had to kind of write off of them, and mine was talking about childhood memories, and like it had something about something like juicy or something. It was talking about lemon drops, and lemon drops always make my mouth water. So then I thought about this, and this is about apples, and I don't even like apples, but somehow I like them when I read this poem. Big Juicy Red Apples by Hyla Rockwell. My mouth waters, staring at big, juicy red apples, plump with sweetness and joy. Memories of happiness fill me, sitting at a table, the smell of fall in the air, colorful leaves, apple pie a la mode on my plate. The apples tempt me, pulling my attention away from everything else, not letting me take my eyes off of them. But oh, how far away they are, up above the strong, firm trunk, beyond the sturdy branches. Protected by the giant leaves, the apples hang through rain and shine, and soon they fall down, down, down. Tumbling through the leaves and branches, cuts and bruises they collect. Many are smashed. But those that make it down unharmed, lucky as they are, their glory is eaten by animals, their flesh rots down below. A purpose they all serve, nourishing the soil. Their seeds planted, they sprout and blossom. The odyssey begins again. But maybe if I just sit here and wait, I too will get a bite of those big, juicy red apples.
I'm also excited to say that today we get to hear from a second poet, Soli, who is 12, correct? And we'll be sharing 2 poems as well. One? Just one? Okay, only one poem today. And it's going to be fantastic. Okay, a number of poems that she wants.
Never is by the way.
Just read that one. The one that you were going to read. Just read it.
And the other one that you said that someone else read.
Yeah, just read it. It has meaning to you.
Just go ahead and introduce it to us.
Well, first I'm going to read a poem called One Art by Elizabeth Bishop, and I wanted to read this poem because it's about losing, and I lose everything everywhere. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with intent. To be lost, that their loss is no disaster. losing faster, places and names, and where it was you meant to travel. None of these will bring disaster. I lost my mother's watch, and look, my last, or next to last, of 3 loved houses when the art of losing isn't hard to master. I lost 2 cities, lovely ones, and vaster. Some realms I owned, 2 rivers, a continent, I miss them, but it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you, I shan't lie, it's evident. The art of losing's not too hard to master, though it may look like a disaster. And now I'm reading a poem that I wrote called Into the Water. Out I walk, into the water. A long braid falls down my back. I dip my head down through the cold ocean, tasting the salt on my tongue. Further I go, out, until I am up to my shoulders, my whole body wet, my teeth chattering. I dive under the sea, through murky water, and come up to daylight. I walk more, and suddenly see a huge, white, bubbling wave right in front of me. I try jumping up, over the wave. Instead, it knocks me down, into the sand. Down, down I go, to the bottom of the ocean, under the world, under my life. I can hold my breath no longer. I am swallowed by the sea. No, no, I will not be defeated. I will fight. I struggle to be set free from this great force, kicking and wiggling through the water. I force my head up, breaking the surface, into the air, gasping for breath. Am I still here? Yes. Then I realize, no matter how small I may be, if I try as hard as I can, I will win.
And that's a little of what we've done during the summer. Thank you, guys. Could I give them one more round of applause?